जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्ति।
Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a compelling spiritual force of our millennium, founder of an international socio-spiritual movement, pioneer of a modern Vedic renaissance, born in the sacred town of Tiruvannamalai in southern India, a yogi by birth, fearless spiritual explorer, beacon of divine power, Paramahamsa Nithyananda is today an inspiration for millions on the path. Adept in ancient mystical yogic sciences, researcher of the science of spirituality, guru for enlightenment. Every year, Paramahamsa Nithyananda shares with over 10 million people worldwide the treasures of his wisdom, the joy of his laughter, and the incomparable power of his initiation. Now, Paramahamsa Nithyananda reveals the secrets of living enlightenment. Join us for an unforgettable spiritual experience.
वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। सर्वधर्मप्रणेतारं सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणं वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। वेदवेदान्तसंवेद्यं देवदेवी
Sometime you may have highest realization about yourself and honesty, but you may not have enough compassion to tell the truth openly. Straight away he is telling, if you don't follow me, you perish. You are ruined. And he is using the word, you will lose your brain, means you lose your mind, your chetana, chaitanya, you will lose and you will be ruined. This word comes out of real compassion. He is ready to use even fear pattern to help the humanity. See, if somebody is getting drowned in the water, first you throw the rope and he catches but he is not able to come up. Then you yourself get down and pull him out. If Bhagavan throws only the greed pattern, but throwing the fear pattern is he himself coming down to Arjuna's level and taking Arjuna back, raising Arjuna back. More than throwing greed pattern, you need compassion for throwing fear pattern, because with the greed pattern, nobody is going to curse Krishna, nobody is going to blame Krishna. Now the fight starts, but he is ready to even fight with you to lift you to the higher space. That is his compassion. He is the real, not just good shepherd, greatest shepherd. Good, better, best, the best shepherd. He knows sheep are in unconscious. Sometimes they even hit at you when you try to take them to the safe place, protect them from the tiger, other animals. Naturally, you need to keep them in a safe place. When you try to drive them inside the safe place, they may even hit at you. But with all his compassion, even while they hit at him, he says, it's okay, go inside, go inside. Otherwise, a personality like Bhagavan, using this word, if you do not follow my purpose, you perish. And how Bhagavan is giving. As I told you, in 700 slokas, only 7 times he is commanding. Means he is feeling shy to command. He is only trying to logically convince, philosophize, inspire, impress, encourage, telling stories, philosophies, different techniques, methods, policies. He is just feeling shy to give direct command. That is why only 7 times in the whole 700 sloka, he commands Arjuna. For creation, you need to convince so many people, so many things. Krishna has done that. He has a maturity of a king, the extreme compassion. He is ready to take any step, and he is even ready to slap Arjuna to put him in the higher space, to get Arjuna out of that panic pattern. One word, if I had to describe, exploding in enlightenment. Be out of all panic pattern, that's all. Panic pattern means constantly the pattern which is restricting, refraining, limiting, binding, reducing your conscious explosion. It is the panic pattern which acts as a covering and stops the explosion becoming Big Bang. The uranium enrichment process is unclutching, stopping its explosion becoming the Big Bang, enlightenment. In the regular atomic power stations, you need a covering because that effect is not good for everybody. But here, that effect is good for you and for the world as much as it explodes, good for the whole universe.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham celebrates the Grand Mahashivaratri. On 20th Feb 2012, Shiva appeared as an unfathomable column of light to even Brahma, the embodiment of knowledge, and Vishnu, the embodiment of wealth. That day is Shivaratri. Come, immerse yourself in the Shiva Kundalini meditation with the living incarnation on that very day in that very place. Special programs on Shivaratri. Live discourse by living incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Powerful Shiva Kundalini meditation. Grand Maha Rudrabhisheka that destroys all diseases. Also on this day is the one-day meditation program Kalpataru that gives you the energy to make all your dreams into a reality. At the end of this meditation program, you will receive the direct energy touch and initiation from Paramahamsa Nithyananda. We welcome you to participate in this Mahashivaratri celebrations and receive the grace of Shiva and the blessings of Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Place Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Girivala Path, Thiruvannamalai. Phone 7200003311 7200003322.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
So you don't need the panic pattern covering for the explosion of enlightenment. Bhagavan is using the same panic pattern to break the panic pattern. He closes all the escape route for Arjuna. He says, exit closed. Shut all the exit route in you. All of you have plan B. Drop that plan B. If this does not work out, what to do? Only when you drop all plans, only when all exits are closed, you travel in the straight road, highway, highest way. As long as the exits are open, you will never travel in highest way, because in highest way you need to follow the discipline, regulation, lot of traffic, means you need to live with the Sangha. Bhagavan is very clearly closing all the exits. Bhagavan says in another one sloka, Name Bhakta Pranashyati, my devotee never perishes. He is not even talking to Arjuna directly. If you don't follow me, you perish. No, he doesn't say, whoever does not follow me. He is using the third person. Yetu yetat. Those who. Yetu means in Sanskrit, those who. He is not telling Arjuna. He is not even telling, hey Arjuna, if you don't follow me, you will be destroyed. At least that would have been little polite. Because he is talking to his own disciple. What is there? He has a right to tell. But he is straight. Those who do not follow me, means he is telling the whole universe. He is the first human body realized that he is an incarnation. See, with Shiva and all, he never assumed ignorance. He straight away walked on the planet Earth, never assumed the limitations of the human body, and then realized Krishna is the first human body, realized his omnipotent, omniscient and omnipresent incarnationhood. He says in another one verse, my devotee never perishes. There also uses the third person. He says to the whole world. He is not telling Arjuna, hey, you be my devotee, you will not be perished. No. He is just opening. My devotee never perishes. To assert like this, what a pure realization he would have had about himself. The honest realization he would have had about himself. Because he has realized his incarnationhood, that he is an avatara Purusha, is an incarnation, is bold enough to put it in a poetic way. And he is not an asserting person also, understand? See, a person like Shiva, if he opens and says, I can say he is the type of person, leave it. He is asserting person. Sri Krishna is asserting person. In 700 sloka, at least 500 times he should have said, hey, do it, hey, do this, hey, do the war, he should have said. He is not doing that. Only 7 times he commands. Means he is not assertive type. His compassion is exploded from his Anandagandha. He pushed his polite tongue out and told the truth. Really feeling bad, still seeing the doubt and distrust in Arjuna's eyes are the mood swing of Arjuna. More than the sacred secrets revealed in this verse, the spiritual authority of that sacred space and the honesty of that sacred space and ultimately the compassion of that sacred space, Sri Krishna's inner space. I bow down to the Krishna's inner space, the highest, honest, compassionate realization. See, in his Anandagandha he has highest realization. In his walk he has honesty. In his tongue he has compassion.
क्या आप स्वयं एक अवतार पुरुष से अपने जीवन में दिव्य मार्गदर्शन चाहते हैं? प्रस्तुत करते हैं अवतार पुरुष से वार्ता।
Nithyananda here.
परमहंस नित्यानंदा संसार को एक और अतुल्य और अनोखी भेंट दे रहे हैं।
You got practically everything and too much for a phone call.
अब वो लाइव किसी के भी प्रश्नों का उत्तर स्वयं देंगे।
That's great. No, you ask anything you want in your life. Ask me any boon you want.
8 से प्रारंभ। कुछ सौभाग्यशाली लोग जो 080 2727 9999 पर फोन करेंगे, वो स्वयं स्वामी जी से बात कर सकते हैं। लाइव देखें NTV पर ntv.nithyananda.org।
The Ingenious Program, a field of all possibilities. The children in the Ingenious Program are directly under the guidance of enlightened Master Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Nithyananda is an incarnation and exudes the knowledge of conflict-free living. He states that enlightenment is our birthright. What an incredible gift for your child, a once-in-a-lifetime privilege to live and thrive in the energy field of all possibilities and give enlightenment to your child. Where every child can become a genius. Learning can unveil the genius in every child, provided it stimulates higher order thinking skills, positive self-esteem, teamwork, and an internal locus of control. Research has proven that holistic teaching methodologies paired with meditation stimulate whole brain functioning and result in self-directed, spontaneous, and creative lifelong learners. An enriched environment. When young children have an enriched environment conducive to early learning in life, they have higher IQ, cognitive intelligence, EQ, social emotional intelligence, and SQ, spiritual intelligence. These early experiences are critical for the development of the child. Peer pressure and destructive social conditioning can take its toll on the child. It can create negative thought patterns and destructive behaviors unless these enriching experiences are provided. An enriched environment includes whole brain activities which stimulate the utilization of both sides of the brain. The right brain is responsible for creativity, intuition, spontaneity, quantum memory, learning in a flash, and computer-like calculations. The left side of the brain is responsible for inner linear thinking and analysis. When both sides of the brain are integrated, performance is optimal. Brain yoga. Brain yoga activates the ability to balance the right and the left brain. This helps open the sixth sense. Children are given activities to balance both sides of the body simultaneously, using distinctive postures that stimulate both sides. The neurological brain patterns move from beta to alpha, increasing alertness and attention. Quantum memory. Quantum memory is a constant downloading of information without interference of the mind. Observation skills are directly related to memory skills. Reading without interference of the mind, reading at quantum speed, will lead to quantum memory without the mind getting in the way. Creative and performing arts. Dance, drama, music, sculpting, and design offered in the Ingenious program provide kinesthetic motor stimulation to engage the brainwave patterns, resulting in expanded creativity and resourcefulness. Sattvic food. Children are given the benefit of fresh sattvic food prepared to the standards according to the ancient Vedic lifestyle. The food is fresh, with fruits and vegetables. Vegetarian food creates radiant health in the body. Vedic cultural arts. Sanskrit chanting stimulates the brain to produce full brain coherence, developing clearer perception and integrated thinking. Chanting also promotes inner silence and improves the attention span. Meditation and expanded awareness. Meditation instills a deep silence in the child, resulting in deeper, richer perception and clarity in thinking. Ingenious produces the next step in evolution, a mature human being who functions at a higher state of consciousness. Expanded awareness provides the platform for a vision of all abilities of life, perfect health, prosperity, and life without conflict. What more could you ask for your child?
If I can just teach this one science to the kids, I will have millions of enlightened beings. So the highest realization of himself moves through honesty and expresses through the compassion. All three put together only this word can come out. To utter this word, you need all these three capabilities. The highest realization about yourself in your inner space, and honesty in your walk, compassion in your tongue. No, nobody like Sri Krishna can be so asserting. He is the heaviest guy I've ever seen. The heavy personality, the heavy presence. I have no doubt that 16,000 women were attracted to him and lived around him. I can be sure it is a fact, not just a truth. Because a personality like him, anybody who sees him simply will go behind him, that's all. Forget about they are in the male body or female body. It is nothing to do with male body, female body. But the heaviness of his presence, the real charisma and the strength, this guy must have radiated. Oh God. Peak moment of their lives is not the physical relationship moments, the moment both eyes meet. But between the Gopikas and Krishna, it was just eyes meeting. Just one look of Krishna, one smile of Krishna will make you disoriented. Not in a wrong way, bad way, but you will just stop, your brain will stop functioning in usual way. It is like a strong punch inside the brain, not even outside. One look, one smile, over. Head injury inside the brain, not from outside. It is exactly like that. The person like him, the charisma he must have radiated. A personality like Krishna does not need to spend time and do the physical relationship or physical act to convince somebody that he is there for them or his love is there for them. He loves them. A look and the smile is enough. The person is lost forever. And the person's very innermost being, core, knows he loves me and he is there for me. My life is for him, over. Pure fire looking through the eyes without even the disturbance of the skin of the eye. Eyes are made out of some matter. Even that matter does not reduce the intensity of his pure look. Pure look means the consciousness, when it is not reduced or dulled, numbed by the material in which eyes are made, is pure look. Nobody is so asserting, straightforward. He says, if you don't follow my teaching, you are perished. Bhagavad Gita was uttered between 32 and 33, means 32 completed, 33 running. That was the time when Krishna was running 33, he taught Bhagavad Gita. 33-year-old man, and he did not have any community, at least spiritual community. Of course, he had Dwaraka. By the time he established Dwaraka already, but he has not established any monastery or anything. He has established one Gaudiya Sannyasini Sampradaya. First master who established a beautiful Sannyasini Sampradaya, and the Gaudiya Sannyasinis are directly initiated by him. But that was also not in a too big number. And small Dasa Parampara. That's a handful of people. When he was in the body, it was only a handful of people. But Bhagavatam has a reference, when he was in the body itself, he created the Kirtan Mandalis who will sing his name and glory, and they used to go around village to village and sing his songs, his glory. Anyhow, but this is a small number. The spiritual community around him was a small number. But he says very clearly, he's very clear, he says, whoever do not follow my purpose, my teaching, they perish.
Discover the power of Kundalini Awakening at Kalpataru, a unique full-day transformational program blessed personally by rare living incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda. What is Kundalini? Kundalini is the tremendous potential energy hidden inside every individual, which can be awakened through initiation by an enlightened master. Once awakened, Kundalini has the power to transform every area of your life and bring you health, wealth, success, joyful relationships, and spiritual enlightenment. Harness the power of meditation and initiation. Experience a glimpse of Kundalini awakening at Kalpataru. Manifest your destiny. Every weekend at Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru.
त्रिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गम्।
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवपुतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः या च इषुः शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्याया तवतया नो रुद्रमृडय या ते रुद्र शिवा तनोरघोर पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुभाषन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिजागशीः या विशृङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते विभष्ट्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां गुरुमाहि पुंसे पुरुषं जगते शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अद्य वोचदधिभक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषगे अहीहश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यादुत्राण्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणपुतभभ्रस्सु मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्र अभितो दिक्षु श्रुता सहस्रशो वै शागुं हेडयीमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयाति नः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय ईडुषे अधो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चदन्वनत्वमुभयोरार्तियोर्ज्याम् याश्च ते हस्त इषवः परात भगवो वप अवदद्यरनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु ते निशीर्याणवागुं उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आपुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मेडुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् दृढक्तो विश्वतः अधो यदिषुरिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठमृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदा शिवाय शङ्कराय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यवागवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्मिञ्जराय त्रिशीमदे मदीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पतये।
They are ruined. Nobody can be making such asserting statements because his presence was so heavy. His clear realization about himself was so strong. Please understand, Krishna is a very honest person. Dwarka was not a rich land like Brindavan or Mathura. The whole community got created on the seashore just for the sake of Krishna. People went and settled around him and they created their own community. Just his charisma, people went and settled. The realization he had about himself was so honest and so strong, so clean, so straightforward, so powerful, and so compassionate. He straight away declares, if you don't follow me, you are ruined. The tremendous compassion in his words. You understand, to tell this when you are in the body is not a joke. Now you can say, oh, now is God and he is more a symbol for us. With that imagination, our emotions are built, our relationship is built. Experiential emotion built. It is only the imaginary emotion built. That is why it is very easy to accept when he says, if you don't follow me, you perish. Because the imaginary emotional built-up will never be broken. You will never fall into depression. Andal never had depression in her Mathurabhava. But Gopikas always had enough depression in their Mathurabhava. With the imaginary emotional built-up, these words are non-controversially accepted. But when Bhagavan uttered these words directly, these very utterances prove his highest realization about himself and his honesty and his compassion. I bow down to Krishna's inner space, which has realized his highest, most superior spiritual authority and his honesty to ready to verbalize it, and his compassion to express it in purest form without diluting. I bow down to all the three.